It said that you tried.
Okay, there we go.
There we go. Yay.
Yep.
Okay. Well, welcome to our Friday jewel training. We wanted to start these just to give you guys some extra training and extra things other than our awesome team calls that we do on Monday nights. We wanted to give you guys just extra knowledge and tangible things that you could take for your business. And I'm just here to tell you that March will be insane and amazing if you are vision casting now, if you are claiming that now, if you are working towards that today. Don't wait until the end of March to do all this and reach your goals. It's important for you to do that right now. So I'm going to pray really quick and then we are going to jump in. If you have notes, I recommend grabbing your notes. It's going to be really, really good. So let me pray real quick and then we will get started. Lord, thank you for this group. Thank you for this team and the opportunity that we have to dream and to just be encouraged and to vision cast over what we want for our families and our futures. And Lord, you know each and every one of ours desires here on this call and those watching the recording, Lord, you know the desires of our hearts and our innermost thoughts and wishes and visions, Lord. You have that all wrapped in your hands. Help us to surrender our businesses over to you this month and to know that you are in control and that you can do what feels like the impossible, that you can do what we feel like we can't do. Lord, you're in control over our families, over our businesses, and just take over our minds right now. Take over our minds and just know that we are in the right place at the right time with the right company. Lord, you put Plexus into our lives for a reason, and it's been such a blessing. And Lord, just help us to grow. Help us to grow spiritually this month to get closer to you and to find reasons and desires to grow closer to you and help us to plant seeds in the lives of others to help them grow closer to you. Because Lord, at the end of the day, that's what we're here for. All of this other stuff is great. And Lord, we're talking about vision casting today, and it's wonderful and it's so special. But at the end of the day, you gave us this mind to have these visions and these thoughts. Help us not to forget that. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, friends. I'm so happy to be here with y'all. Happy Friday. All of y'all are muted, so if you've got babies in the background, don't stress. I love hearing them, but my squirrel brain will get crazy and I will not be able to think. So we may have a call one day where we just let the kids talk, but today I need everybody to be muted. So happy Friday. I'm excited to be here. We wanted to start these trainings really to give y'all some extra stuff on top of the team calls and everything. So today we're going to be talking about vision casting and why that's important and ways to help your team vision cast and ways to really plant seeds into your team so that you can have long-term success. And so I want to start off by showing y'all these really quick, and I'm going to turn my camera around right here. Okay. So I want to show y'all this picture. This was actually, y'all, in 2016. So Brittany Cowan took me to the Lexus dealership. I was a gold rank ambassador and she made me take a picture with this car. Okay. Now, I was very embarrassed to even post this on social media. And I want y'all to know that because I had no long-term vision with this company. And hang with me, I'm getting somewhere, I promise. Because those of you will probably be able to relate if you were anything like me. So this picture was in 2016. This picture was in 2022. And that was my car. So a lot of y'all are new here and you don't realize that I had a Plexus Lexus at one time, but I've got a lot of bonus babies. And so I had to upgrade to the Mama Suburban, but this was my car. And this is Brittany Cowan's Lexus when she went and got hers. And this is Natalie Passmore's Lexus if you missed hers that she got last week. Okay. So I show you these pictures because I want y'all to know first and foremost that that day that Brittany had me take a picture with that car planted a seed for me to one day be a jewel. Okay. That day that she literally made me post that on social media and I wanted to throw up because I was like, here we go. Like that planted a seed for my audience to see where I was headed. Okay. So what I want y'all to know, first and foremost, right now, is that the seeds that you are planting right now on your social media, in your own family, with your kids, with your spouse, and claiming where you're headed matters. And March is the month to do that. Okay. So I've got a lot of notes, y'all, lots of notes and lots of things that I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to turn my camera around and just show y'all different things. But what I want y'all to know is that dreams, they're all just fuzzy thoughts of what could be. Vision is the ability to see what you are hoping for and the ability to create a path to bring it to light. But purpose and mission are the heartbeat of why you're doing what you do. Purpose and mission are the heartbeat of why you're doing what you do. And what I lacked for long-term vision with myself was that I didn't think that I could do it. I thought Jewel was like way too far away. I thought that was this unattainable goal, unachievable goal that like only the few could succeed. And I had that dream and that vision, right? To like, oh, that's really cool. But my purpose and my mission lacked because I didn't have a purpose and a mission of like really why I wanted to do this. And I was the gold rank in that picture that I showed y'all. I was a senior gold rank. But here's what happens when we put all of that together. When we put dreams, vision, and our purpose and our mission together, we get to show the world what our successfully lived out mission looks like. We get to show the world what it looks like to have big faith. Y'all, big faith. I'm talking big, mad faith in the Lord to show up and do what we are dreaming about, what we're visioning, what our purpose and our mission is. If your purpose and your mission is to come home and be with your babies full time so that you don't have to go to work 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, that needs to be said out loud. That needs to be talked about on your stories. That needs to be shared on team calls. That needs to be shared on a live. Because let me tell you something. In a year, when you're at home full time with your babies, all of these people that said she is psycho are going to be like, holy cow, she did it. She has big faith. She had big faith the entire time. So when we put all of those things together, we get to show the world what our successfully lived out mission looks like. So next thing that you're going to write down, what you give attention to will grow. What you give attention to will grow. How much attention have you been giving to long-term vision cast where you want to be in 6 months? How much attention have you been giving to your team to help them vision cast where they can be in 6 months? How much attention to reaching out to new business builders have you been giving? How much attention talking on your stories and being bold about this opportunity have you been giving so that you can have that long-term success? What we give attention to will grow. Y'all want to know why I didn't grow? I sat at Senior Ruby for 2 years because I literally told Brittany, I was like, this is crazy. Why am I even here? Like, it's great. Like, I love it and I'm having fun, but like, I'm here for the fun. I'm here to just get this plexus. Like, I'm here to walk on stage because that's who I was in that season of life. A lot of y'all didn't even know me back then. I'm so thankful that y'all didn't. But a lot of y'all didn't know like my mindset back then because I had this mindset of I'm just here for the fun. And here's the thing, y'all, that's okay. If you're here for the fun and $1,000 a month, keep doing what you're doing. Keep loving on people and sharing your results and keep, getting on team calls. That's great. But I'm talking about those that want long-term success, that want to make bomb money. We call it gangster money. If you want to make gangster money and you want to be home and you want to live out ministry and you want to go on mission trips with your family, can you imagine telling your spouse, hey, so I just had $20,000 put in my bank account from Plexus. I want to put back $10,000 in a savings account and start a fund for us to go on a mission trip as a family. Like, do y'all understand that this opportunity is not just $1,000 a month? Do y'all understand that this could literally be 5, 6, 7, $15,000 a month if you're creating long-term success right now, if you're vision casting right now, if you're doing that with your team. This isn't just about you. This is about the people that you're bringing with you along the way. So I want you to, we're going to make a list of some things that I want y'all to do with your team. We're going to start with you first. We're going to start with yourself first. And then we're going to talk about some stuff with your team, because I know that there's probably a lot of things that y'all have. These are questions that I'm going to ask y'all, and I want y'all to think about them. And I want y'all to, y'all can write these down. I can send these to y'all. I can post them. I may post them in the comments on the Hope Dealers group, but I want y'all to think about these questions. Okay. So I want you to think about your business in a year and what that looks like. Number one, who would your business serve? What would you be serving? The people that you're serving and the people that you're making a difference in their lives, who are you serving? Okay. Number two, tell me about your office. What does your office look like? At your home, is it a desk? Is it a computer? Is it a sign behind your computer that maybe says something like courageous, do what feels like the impossible? What does your office look like? Okay. Do you have a team? What do they do? What are they doing daily? Are y'all doing prayer time? Are y'all hosting maybe like some storytelling calls? Are you maybe doing a weekend retreat and having like a little Sunday morning devotional where y'all have a little revival? What does your team and business look like a year from now? Let's talk about impact. What kind of impact are you making within your team? Are you praying over your team? Are you giving back? Are you encouraging your people to give back? Are you maybe doing like a team-wide donation to something? Are you helping kids in your community? What kind of impact are you making? Okay. And how much money are you making? Think about that. How much money are you making in a year? $6,000 deposited into your bank account. What will that do for your family? What kind of difference is $5,000 a month going to do for your family? Okay. And I share that because in order to be the woman that you are working towards and growing towards being, you have to believe it now that that's who you will be. You have to vision cast now that that's where you're going to be. So start with your why. That's my first thing. Go back to your why. We hear it all the time. We talk about our why, but your why should make you cry. I want to challenge y'all to share your why with your sponsor. If you've not done that in the last 6 months, if you've not done that, send that to them. Write it down, put it by your computer, share it with your family. Share it with your family. And here's the thing, starting with your why is duplicatable. So guess what you get to do with your team? You get to have them share their why with you. And it can start very simple. Blakely's why all those years ago was like, Marissa, I'm just trying to make enough money to pay for my products. I was like, okay, girl, bet. Let's do it. Okay. It starts small. A lot of people start small. A lot of people's why does start small, and you have to meet them where you are. So start with your why. Okay. Second thing, start with one small goal for you. And again, this is duplicatable, so you get to do it with your team. Start with one small goal and then a BHAG goal. So we call it a BHAG goal, a big, hairy, audacious goal. Okay. Start with a small goal.
Hairy.
And then, yeah. So that's what we call it, a BHAG goal. So start with a small goal and then have them share a big goal with you. But you start it first. You share a small goal with your sponsor and then share a big, hairy, audacious goal with your sponsor as well. And guess what? You're going to have your team do this. And I'm going to give y'all some tangible things that you can do after this call in just a minute. So that small goal, though, whether it's earning the Apple Watch or going silver and they share that with you, that's great. But tell me a big goal. Like, what if this does turn out really successful with you? And like in a year, you get to be home with your kids, or you get to pay off debt, or you get to go on a summer vacation. What's a big, scary goal that you have? Share that with me. Okay. Because let me tell you, how many times are they being asked that question? Y'all, when Brittany asked me, like, Marissa, what if you are really successful with this? What would you do? I was living in D Queen in a house. We were paying $600 a month for rent. I was a photographer. I was really stressed out a lot with money, credit card debt, so many different things. And when she asked me that question, it planted a seed for me to be where I am today. Okay. So it starts with you. Okay. Next thing, you need to be sharing this vision online. You need to be sharing where you're headed online, on social media. That is how you get business builders. That is how your team sees where you're going. If you are not sharing every day, if not every other day, maybe where you're headed, some big goals that you have, this vision to pay off debt, or this vision to go into ministry, or this vision to whatever that looks like, your people are missing out from what's up here in your head. They're missing out. You have these dreams and these visions and everything in your mind, but where are you sharing them? Okay. So share it online. And then guess what? We get to have our team do the same. Share a goal that you have this month. Share a goal that you have to earn the Apple Watch. And then you know what they're going to say? Well, what if I don't earn it? Girl, we ain't talking about that. We're saying you are going to earn it. So go ahead and post about it now that you're going to earn this watch. Who else wants to earn a watch with me? Who else wants to earn a watch with me? Okay. All right. Next thing. Make sure your business builders, anyone that is wanting to earn the Apple Watch, anyone that is wanting to go silver, get their products paid for, whatever that looks like, y'all, anybody that's wanting to do that, they need to know that you are in this together. So you need to use phrases like, girl, we are in this together. We are going to do this challenge together. We're going to earn this Apple Watch together. We're going to go emerald together. Okay. We're going to go gold together. I'm with you. Girl, I'm with you. I may be a sapphire rank, but I'm going to go gold with you. I'm going to experience that with you because we are in this together. They have to know that you are with them 100%. Okay. All right. Next thing. I wrote down this. Will Rogers has a famous, he's a famous actor. He has a famous quote that says, even if you're on the right track, you will get run over if you just stand there. Even if you're on the right track, y'all. Even if you're on the right track, you will get ran over if you just stand there. Okay. We cannot stand here in our business right now in March. I want y'all to know that up front. We cannot stand here and get ran over in March because March is literally the biggest month of momentum I have ever seen in 8 years of doing this business. Brittany's been doing it for 9. I've been doing this for 8. And Brittany will tell you we have never had a month like this. We've got Madeline Dunlap, Kara Knight, Cheyenne Harris, Ethan Passmore. We've got people that are about to rank Jewel, that have been trying to rank Jewel for a couple years. We've got people that are wanting to go Ruby, Senior Ruby, that are going to hit it this month because of the momentum that's happening in March. So you cannot just stand there or you're going to get ran over. And I don't want to be the one that tells you at the end of the month, sorry, friend, you got ran over because you didn't vision cast up front and be bold about where you're going. Okay. Okay. Next thing, we need to talk about phrases that we can use to vision cast. Phrases that make a difference in your new VIPs lives and in your business builders lives. Your words are everything. Y'all don't realize that. Even as a mama, somebody that has 3 kids, I've got one playing baseball on the weekends, what you are telling people and what you're telling yourself matters so much. It matters truly more than the work that you're doing and reaching out to people. Your words matter. Okay. So using phrases like, here is where we are going. Here's where we're going, y'all. I want to challenge y'all to voice record like 10 people today that are on your team, whether that's VIPs wanting to earn the watch or new VIPs. You say, here's where we're going, girl. I want you to know that it's March Madness. You can earn an Apple Watch when you refer 6 friends. We've already got 5 people that have earned the watch. We've added like 220 people already in the month of March. It's been total madness over here. And I just want to share with you that, like, you could do this. We could start with some micro challenges and do it together. But here is where we're going. And I just want you to know so that you don't miss it. Okay. Here is where we're going. Second phrase. This is what your future can look like. Y'all, when you claim that over somebody's lives, like I'm hanging out, sitting here looking at Brittany and how she was literally in a corporate world job. She did not want to send her second baby to daycare because she missed all of that with her first son, Brooks. She didn't want to do it. Y'all, here's what your future can look like. My cousin Brittany, she worked at a corporate world job. She didn't want to send her second to daycare because she missed a lot of first with her first. And you may not be interested in working this full time, and that's okay. But here is what your future could look like if you did go all in with this opportunity. And let me tell you, like, we can do this together. Okay. What words you're saying over your team and over your business builders, they're huge, y'all. They're huge. Okay. Another phrase. What if this could change everything? What if this was an answered prayer for your finances? You may not be interested in going all in and working this business full time, but what could $500 a month do for your family? What could $500 do for your family's finances? Okay. You have to ask the question and then be relatable. You may not be interested in working this business full time. Totally understand. You're fine. But what if $500 a month was deposited into your bank account every month? How would that change your family? Okay. Next phrase. Let's do a challenge together. I'm going to give you 2 options. Do you want to reach out to 10 to 20 people about a messenger event Sunday night? Or do you want to post a couple of things on your stories with an interaction tab to see if anybody interacts with you? Which one do you want to do? We can do it together. That is game changer, giving them the option, not just telling them what they're going to do, giving them the option so that they feel like they are making the decision. Okay. You have to remember, when you are letting someone else make the decision, when you are letting someone else be in the driver's seat, that's when their business blows up. Okay. Another phrase. Yeah, for sure. Another phrase that you could say, especially when it comes to vision casting, is why, like, what if you could be like totally successful with this, and this was like this crazy, impossible dream that you felt like was on your heart and you've been watching my stories, but what if it does work out for you? Because I know several of my friends that thought the same thing, and like, they are at home now with their babies, or they are traveling with their spouse, or they are sending their kids to a Christian school. They never thought they could do it. What if this could change? Let them talk to you. Let them give you feedback. You'd be surprised at what they say. Okay. All right. Another quote for y'all. Warren Buffett says, someone is sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. Someone is sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. Y'all, what trees are you planting today? What seeds are you planting today so that your VIP gets to come home with their baby? So that your VIP gets to pay off credit card debt? So that your VIP gets to travel with their spouse? Y'all, perfect example, Madeline, since she's commenting, I'm going to call her out. Madeline Dunlap owns a Therapedes business in Little Rock. And love her to death. She's a very driven entrepreneur type person. And her goal with Plexus was not necessarily financial, because she's got a very successful business, right? But what she has to understand is that there are people that are looking to her that are not financially stable, that are not able to go and travel. And so the seeds that she's planting now and the confidence that she is spreading now is going to give them that opportunity. And it starts with her going and doing those things. So again, it goes back to your mission and your purpose here. If your mission and your purpose here, y'all, is money and it's fueled by money, why is it money? Because if it's related to being at home with your babies, why do you want to be home with your babies? Okay. You have to dig deeper and deeper and deeper, and your why should make you cry. Okay. Um, there's a quote, another quote. Most entrepreneurs start a business because they have a burning desire in their heart to do something different. I shared this today on my profile. They want to make an impact and have freedom in their life to make decisions based on their work. Most entrepreneurs do not take the time to really think about where they want to go. They're eager to get going and get excited about getting to the next level, but they want to start with like this whole like straight shot to the top, and they're not sitting down thinking about where they want to be in a year. And y'all, there are action steps now that we're going to talk about in just a minute that are going to get you to where you're going. If Jewel is where you want to go, if that Lexus is what you want, if that Hawaii trip, if that financial flexibility, 6 figures a year is what you want, then it has to start now. Okay. Your line to the top is not a straight shot. It literally is wiggly the whole way up. And that is okay. Okay. So I want you guys to, there was a couple more questions that I felt like I had. I'll post them in the Hope Dealer so that y'all can see them. Okay, one more quote, and I'm going to turn my camera around so that y'all can see this before we get into the action steps of knit and gritty. When you have a powerful long-term vision for something, even against all odds and adversity, you will continue to make progress and people will want to get on board. Why? Because everybody wants to be part of something great. When your long-term vision is powerful enough, when your mission, y'all, is powerful enough, nobody is going to be able to get in the way. Even through the hard times and adversity, you're going to make progress and people are going to want to be part of your team because it's something great. People are going to want to be part of the impact that you're making. They're going to want to be part of your social wellness club because of what you're creating now. So what long-term success and what long-term vision are you creating now? All of these lies that you're telling yourself, like, I'm not going to be able to get there. There's no way I could do that. I don't have enough followers. I don't have the personality. I see Heather smiling. I don't have this. I don't have that. All of those lies that you're telling yourself, they are holding you back from being your best Heather self, from being your best Brittany self. I talked to Brittany about this morning. I'm like, girlfriend, don't you ever think for a second that your identity is in emerald or your identity is not in being a sapphire rank, because she brings something to the table that this team needs that is very special than anybody else. What you bring to the table is so special. And so I want y'all to add that to what you're asking your team. What do you like to do? What do you bring to the table? What do you, like, give me some things that you're really good at. Are you good at like social media? Are you good at graphics? Are you good at numbers? Are you good at this? Are you good at that? Like, it's very important that you ask them those questions because they have to know where they chime in. Okay. They have to know where they feel like they're bringing something to the table that is very special. Okay. And the way that you make others feel, literally, y'all, if you can make somebody feel like they are on top, they're going to feel so successful. They're going to feel like they can trust you. They're going to feel like they have something to bring to the table. Okay. And it starts with you. And it's hard, y'all. It's hard being a leader. It's hard being, like, we've got a team now, gosh, of over 1,000 people. And it's like, but I have to know at the end of the day that what I am sharing and the words that I am using and the prayers I shared in our leader growth thread, y'all pray over some people on your team and then go pray over 2 people not on your team. Y'all go do that. You don't realize the words that you're sharing are planting seeds in the lives of others. Okay, so lastly, before we hop off, I want to give y'all some tangible things that you can use right now for yourself and for new VIPs that want to work the business. So if you have business builders, whether that's 1 or 4 or whatever, okay, your first thing is to make sure that they have gotten on the phone with your sponsor. Okay. Perfect example. Kaylee Jennings, who is under Michaela Robinson, who is under Bailey Little, they messaged me at the airport on the way home from Punta Cana. They said, hey, Kaylee is a little curious in the business. She's got some hospital, stuff that she needs to pay off, but she doesn't really know anything about it. Marissa, are you free? I was like, yeah, we've actually got a layover in Atlanta. I can hop on a Zoom. We hopped on a Zoom in the airport. I spent 20 minutes sharing with her what this opportunity could do for her, not for me. I didn't share about my success. I shared a little bit relatable to my success and making her understand like I was the same way. But I shared with her what this could be for her family, fast starting gold, doing this full time. Y'all, she's going to fast start gold this month. And she started middle of February, actually end of February. Okay. Getting them on the phone with your sponsor is huge. It does take a little bit of time, but if they are wanting to go silver or earn the watch or go gold or be all in with this business, make sure that you are getting them on the phone with your sponsor. Text your sponsor and say, hey, give me 2 times. I'm going to reach out to this friend. So for example, if Brittany Reeves is my new VIP, I am going to message Brittany and say, hey, Britt, what 2 times can you give me? I'm about to reach out to Brittany and see if she wants to hop on the phone with us. So then I reach out to Brittany. Hey, Brittany, I just want to share with you a couple of things. Like I've got some challenges for you that we could do to help you get your products paid for and to help you earn the watch. I have tomorrow night at 8 or Monday at lunch. Which one works better for you? So you're giving them 2 options and you're not just telling them what time you want them on the phone. You're giving them the option and making them choose so that they are, you're giving them the option and making them choose so that they can't tell you no, right? Because a lot of times you're like, well, they told me no, that they can't get on the phone. Baloney, okay? Get them on the phone. It's very important, okay? Next thing, challenge them to do an event with you. So all of these events that we've been doing have been a lot, right? Can I get an amen? Like it's a lot, right? Like reset events, spring refresh events, it's like all the things. But what I want y'all to remember is that when you one-on-one do an event with somebody, it makes them feel like they're on top of the world. When you one-on-one, if I was to text Brittany and say, hey girl, okay, I want to do an event with you. I've got a challenge for us. I want to host a spring refresh messenger event and I want you to invite 20 of your friends. We can even make a Facebook post about it, but I want us to do this together. Okay. That goes a long way versus, hey, Heather, we've got this team wide event that we're doing. Send this message to some friends. Let me know if you get a yes. Okay. Versus me saying, Heather, I want to do this with you. I want us to do this together. Okay. Does that make sense? So we have a spring refresh content thread already made if y'all want to host a messenger event with a new VIP. We've got the content already there. All you got to do is be added to the content thread and you can host your own event. Okay. But hosting your own event gives them confidence, gives them a boost of excitement, and it helps them know how simple this is. It's a messenger event. You copy and paste. Okay. So challenge them to do an event. Okay. Next thing is ask them what their goals are for March. What are some of your goals for March? Do you want to earn the Apple Watch? Do you want to rank? And let's make a plan for that. Okay. That shows you in the direction of your heading as a leader to make it known to them that you care just as much about their goals as you do yours. And again, it takes time. I use an app called Calendly, and I basically determine my hours of when I'm going to do coaching calls, but it works and it helps because one-on-one interaction is huge. Okay. Quit making this a team-wide conversation and expecting them to tell you what their goals are when you haven't reached out to them in a week and talked to them one-on-one. Does that make sense? So one-on-one conversation is huge. It can take 10 minutes. Okay. But shooting them a text and saying, hey, I've been meaning to ask you this. What are some goals you have for March? Are you wanting to earn the watch? Are you wanting to rank? Like share what some of your goals are this month because I want to make a plan and I want us to do this together. Okay. Those are all really good phrases. Okay. And then lastly, y'all shout your people out over every little thing, even the small wins. Okay. And here's the thing. we are going to, there's going to be times where we forget. There's going to be times where we, lose sight in something, especially with March being literally March Madness. But I want y'all right now to shout your people out. If it's a 7-pound weight loss, if it's a them going live somewhere, if it's a being 2 away from earning the Apple Watch, if it's people live for shout out post. And if you are going to vision cast over them and help them see the vision, it takes you being confident and shouting them out in every which direction that you have. Okay. Long-term success is built by you doing things today so that in 6 months, you're growing and you're not going backwards and you're not staying stagnant. Make sure people's subscriptions are on. If you don't know how to do that, log into your virtual office, click on my business, go to points and PV. If they don't have a subscription, we have a message that you can reach out to them about March. If you are signing people up and you are not having a subscription in place for them and you're giving them the option to say, oh, you can turn your subscription off, you're not doing you or them any favors. Okay. They're losing their perks and you are not creating long-term success because guess what? You're going to sign up 20 people and then next month not make a dime because they didn't order anything. Okay. So subscriptions are huge. Getting on the phone, 3-way calls with your sponsor, host events, and be consistent. If you want people that join you, that want to see this vision too, and that want to work the business and that want to go all in, you have to go all in. You have to show them where you're going and you have to claim that today. And what a freaking better month to do that than March. Okay. I'm telling y'all now, I don't want y'all to be hanging out on the track, not moving, and me tell you at the end of March, you should have moved. Okay. Start moving today. Take what I have just told you, use those phrases, use these ideas, and go and create long-term success with your business. Go and create business builders. Go and create this excitement and this confidence. And if you haven't had anybody join you yet that wants the business, keep going. Keep going and keep being confident and keep sharing where you're headed because they will hop on board with you. Remember that quote. When you have a powerful long-term vision for something, even against all odds and adversity, you will continue to make progress and people will want to get on board. Why? Because everybody wants to be part of something great. Y'all, we are part of something great right here. We're about to be a diamond team. And I've literally cried 3 days out of 8 days now in March because I'm like, and it's crazy. Like I share this, we got 2 minutes left. Y'all, I was a little silver ambassador back in 2016 that was like, oh yeah, right, diamond, like that's really cool, she's walking across stage, but that'll never be me. And here we are. Okay, so those thoughts that you're telling yourself, you can do this, you can figure it out, you can create long-term success and have this vision and this dream and this mission and this purpose. Okay, borrow my belief, get on a coaching call, let's figure this out together, let's go and create business builders and love on our people. Y'all are amazing. Okay. I want y'all to share in the threads what you took away.